Sayonara, Wild Hearts!
Not long ago, in a town much like yours, there was a young woman who was very happy. Until one day her heart broke so violently that her sorrow echoed through space and time. So our saga begins tonight, yet eons ago, just here, yet light years away.
Hello, welcome to another playthrough here on the Research Runs YouTube channel.
Okay.
That's what it's called. I'm Jacob.
I'm Aidan.
We're here playing a video game called Sayonara Wild Hearts. Aidan, do you know anything about this video game?
No.
It came out relatively recently. It's a little somewhat independent game. Obviously, there is a publisher. The definition of indie, so strange.
Yeah.
What does it mean? It's more of a lifestyle choice than actual. And this is a game that was started getting marketed about a year ago or so. I believe at the Game Awards it was premiered, and it just came out a little while ago, and we're going to check it out today. It's about 2 hours long, and it has been referred to by the developers as a video game pop album, in the same way that you have some movies that are, kind of accompany albums.
Okay.
It's kind of the idea here.
Okay.
We'll talk a little bit more about it as we go on. I've read some interviews with the developers. I have a couple of little background details to provide. But main deal that's going on in this game is it's kind of a rhythm game, kind of not. We'll talk about it as we continue here. Aidan's going to be taking the wheel today, at least to start out, because I've already played about half of this game.
Okay.
I've played a little ways into it. It's going to go back to the cutscene, but if you hold down L and R, it'll jump us back to the main menu. But yeah, so we're gonna check this out. FYI, because this is a video game pop album, as they're referring to it, it's very focused on the music. We're still gonna be talking during this and providing commentary, so if you're like, I just wanna hear the music, watch this, and if it looks like the game is cool, go and buy it. You can purchase it for relatively cheap. You can get it for about $12 on the PS4 or the Nintendo Switch.
That's
and
not bad.
Technically speaking, you can get it for free on PC because it's included in the Apple Arcade lineup. So you'll get your free trial and you can play it for totally free for like a month or however long the free trial is.
Neat.
Anyway, Aidan, go ahead and hit that start new game button.
Let's pop!
Let's pop.
How are you doing today, Aidan?
I'm okay. Claire de Lune. Okay, so is it... You just like...
This is your level select.
Okay.
We're not playing the game just yet.
I didn't know if it was like a character?
No, you haven't seen anything, I know. So no, but
Okay.
this is just your initial level select, yeah.
Long ago, a harmonious universe.
Now, obviously, in the beginning there, we were talking about a woman whose heart is broken or whatever. This game is a bit scant on the story.
Okay.
A lot of it is, we're talking about this whole thing. There's a universe ruled over by 3 arcana, and death came along and ruined everything. Which is, one day I hope to see a story that uses the death arcana as it's meant to be used, and not like a horrible harbinger of disaster. Because it's not necessarily what it means for those who are not familiar with the what's it called? The high arcana?
Yeah, I think. It's been a while since I've looked into, but like, even just thought
Been familiar with it?
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of knowledge of this stuff in my brain, and I refreshed myself. Though again, we'll talk a little bit about, because there's going to be a lot of tarot cards that show up kind of throughout this
The
process.
heart just turned into a butterfly?
Yeah, a little butterfly.
Okay.
It said they were looking for a hero to help restore the realm that's been shattered.
And it's this chick with a longboard.
The one whose heart was broken very violently, apparently.
Okay. Oh. All right.
Now you're in video game territory, Aidan.
Okay, so stick, you said?
Stick to move. So this is kind of a rhythm gamey type
Okay.
thing in that it is everything is very much meant to kind of tie in with the music, but it is it is not strictly a rhythm game in that you're always timing stuff to beats. It's always kind of more just matching the vibe of the music and a little bit of sync, obviously. But you're not hitting buttons in a certain sequence like you would in a Guitar Hero or
That's
whatever.
what I expected it to be when you said rhythm game.
It's very difficult to explain quite what this game is without seeing it for yourself.
Yeah. Oh, how do you... You can't do both.
Do what? No, but one of them had that little silver thing you just picked up. That's one of the collectibles. It gives like 1,000 points or something.
Oh, okay.
They're easy to miss,
Oh,
but you
oh,
got
no.
it that time.
Oh, Lord. This is stressing me out. I feel like I shouldn't be this stressed out about it.
This is a pretty relaxing game. It's hard to get the high scores and stuff, but it's very easy to just finish the levels most of the time. The game's not very difficult to beat. It's hard to perfect, though.
Ooh. Now we're the character.
Silver rank.
Okay, not bad. First try.
The Fool is the first card
Okay.
in the Major Arcana. It represents someone who doesn't know anything yet in the beginning of a journey.
Yeah.
Since obviously the Arcana, before they were used as in divination, the Arcana was mainly just kind of a card game that kind of had a narrative element to it, sort of, kind of, some symbolism. This is your next level, Heartbreak 1.
Are there? I guess it would imply that there are multiple. Yes.
Yes. Down there at the bottom, you'll see it again when we go back to the main menu. There are little locked symbols for each level that you haven't actually unlocked yet.
Okay.
The Heartbreak Subspace, Devil Passage.
It's just an interesting.
No. There's a lot of. This game in many ways feels like it is an attempt by the developers to just mash up a lot of just different elements from things that they like. It's cohesive. It doesn't feel like it's all over the place. Again, I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second here.
Yeah. No, this isn't. Like instead of being on the skateboard, now we're on the card.
Going into that tunnel teleported you, it seems. Jumped you to the other one, so you got all the points leading into it, and then all the points in the other one.
Oh no! Oh no!
So there's a bit of a rhythm to this I've noticed from what I've played, because I've played, like I said, I played about the first half of the game. For anybody who's familiar with this game, I have played up to a level called Mine, and I have watched up to.
Oh no! I'm not doing as well as
you're
I did
good.
last time.
You're good. I played up to a level called Mine, and I've watched like 5 seconds of footage from a level after that. But after Mine, I'm mostly blind. But I've played the previous levels a lot, and I've gotten gold ranks on most of them. There's only one that I haven't gotten a gold on just yet.
Bronze rank.
Yeah. See, I didn't do that as well on that one. The graphics I didn't like as much. They weren't as calming on that one.
Some of these are a bit hectic. The subspace
Yeah.
ones are definitely meant to be a little bit more panicky. So
Doki
there's,
doki.
so yes, if you see down there, there's all those locks. Those indicate all the
Oh.
levels, and the circles are ones that you have unlocked, and they turn into crowns when you have a gold rank on each of them.
Okay.
So this is so there's stuff that can be read into this about a journey of a person, going through a breakup or whatever and dealing with stuff. I'm not sure. Obviously, I haven't beaten it, so I can't see the full picture.
Right.
From what I've played so far, I can't really quite discern a really, really solid, consistent arc. Like this is supposed to be like a direct parallel to a real thing that's happening, taking place inside of her mind or whatever. But anyway, Devil. What's Devil? Devil has to do with temptation of Devil. No, because death has changed. Devil, I believe, is the temptation of material and worldly things.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Lust, the temptation of worldly things. We're in Hate Hell Valley now.
Oh.
And the Wheel of Fortune represents the reversal of fortunes, but here it's more just that it's a Tron bike. It appears out of nowhere underneath you.
How fancy.
Don't hit the wall.
Well, it wasn't making me worry about walls previously.
Well, that's a different level now, isn't it? There's cars, there's all kinds of stuff going on now.
Did I fall? Or was that supposed to happen?
I think you did what you're supposed to do. You were on the road, Aiden.
I don't
You haven't fallen off of
know.
anything yet. Calm down.
I don't like this.
Aiden, you're gonna have to get used to it. The levels are only gonna get more complex from here on out.
I liked them not being complex. I was like, oh wow, a game I'm playing with Jacob that I can confidently play.
You'll be
and
fine.
then this.
You slam right into that wall. You can go around that center thing, or you can go straight through the middle, but you gotta keep steady.
No,
Or you can run into the cars that have spikes on them.
Cars have spikes on them?
They all have they're not hard to notice until you hit one and the game freezes, but they actually have big ugly spikes on them. They're extra mean.
Oh no, 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 oh no.
So obviously, for those who are not playing the game at home, Aidan is not controlling her acceleration or anything, just her left and right, basically. So if you're seeing the bike slow down or anything, that's usually to make it synchronize with the music or to give Aidan a chance to react to stuff.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay.
I'm gonna give
Boys.
I think those are ladies actually.
Oh.
I think those are
one of
all
them's a
ladies.
lady.
I think they're all 3 ladies. We'll get a better look at them in a minute though. I would recommend before you move on to the next one. There's a couple levels I'm going to want you to do once or twice just to kind of get used to things. If you flip back over to that one really fast, I'm going to give you a couple pieces of advice about this game that I've observed from playing it. Number one, typically the name of the game is kind of like switching lanes, kind of back and forth of like you'll kind of go right, go left, kind of in rhythm with the music as all the hearts appear and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
However, when there are hearts on the screen, unless you see like a really gentle curve, like there was kind of towards the ending of that game, ending of that stage, usually when you see that line, you can let off the stick. Like once you're in it, you can just kind of go straight through it. Like I've noticed that you're kind of worried that something bad's gonna happen and you're kind of weaving and bobbing around. Most of the time if there are hearts there, you're good to ride that line for a couple of seconds before you have to start moving again.
Okay. Should I do this one
again?
again?
Yeah, do that one more time.
Oh, I hit the wrong button!
It's fine, don't worry about it. The Nintendo, everybody's weird. Nintendo likes to have the select button over on the right and the reverse down on the bottom. And nobody can make up their minds about these things.
No.
It's been like 40 years, guys.
If everyone did the same thing, then we couldn't argue that one is better.
I guess that's maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I think for whatever reason, just Japanese game developers and Western game developers started putting the select in different spots, and for the most part, PlayStation games have just accepted that okay, the Western users use X to select and O to go back.
Yeah.
But Nintendo kind of keeps the way they always have, which I suppose is fine. They are Nintendo; they can do what they want.
No, I tried to go left.
You just gotta push it harder. You are gonna have to react to stuff pretty fast sometimes.
Nope, that's a bus.
Yeah, see, and so there, like, the hearts are telling you swerve right to avoid the bus, you know? So sometimes the hearts will be actually cues on how to avoid damage. Either the little hearts or the big rings that you can fly through. There's usually multiple paths, so even if you miss one opportunity, you're not totally missing out on all the points you could be getting.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you got that one. Good job.
Oh.
I believe those give like 1,000 points or so, so oftentimes in order to get the gold rank, you have to find almost, if not all, of the little cartridges that are hidden on each stage.
I didn't get all the way over that one. That's okay.
Not quite. Yeah, okay.
I'm doing better this time than I was last time.
Absolutely. There is something infinitely appealing about because we had our normal character, heartbroken, and then, you know, goes through the magical transformation, puts on the mask and the costume and stuff.
Yeah, those are girls.
There is something infinitely appealing about the you know, the magical girl, the teenager in general transforming and putting on a costume.
Oh wow,
to fight
I like
crime.
doubled my score.
You did.
Plus a little bit.
You did. You almost got a silver rank on it that time. If you picked up the one extra silver thingy, you definitely would have gotten it. Anyway.
Okay, so that's the girl gang.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The pink ladies.
They were called the Dancing Devils, I believe.
Oh.
We're going to encounter multiple little gangs throughout this game, and they're all going to be named after the troublesome Terra that were mentioned. That's troublesome Arcana that were mentioned at the beginning. Okay. So this one is going to mix it up a little bit. This is the one where you're going to have to start using the A button. You're going to have to make timed inputs. Dancing Devils, yeah. This is where it gets a little bit more rhythm gamey. But you got a few seconds to learn it, so.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh. Those were faster than expected.
No, they're not always at the same pace. There's a pretty heavy memorization aspect to this. As you replay these stages, you're gonna have to remember where these things come in and how fast they are or aren't, because they're not always at the same speed. Sometimes you have to do inputs in pretty rapid succession, and they make the timing a little bit a little bit tighter.
So am I driving again now?
Yep, you are.
Oh.
But there's also prompts.
Oh, it.
There were multiple. You didn't hit the second one.
Did I do it that time? Okay.
Yeah, you did it. You got it. That was it. That one's very, very short because it's kind of your tutorial on the just the standard A inputs.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. We're good. Next level.
Again.
Begin Again is our first major track with vocals in this.
Oh.
Obviously, the first track in this game is Clair de Lune, which is one of the greatest pieces of music ever written. in my personal opinion. I really like Clair de Lune, and it's a remix of that. And then the rest of this is mostly original pieces, and most of the music for this game was actually written before the levels were being made, and the levels were kind of built around the music.
Right, that seems like it would be the logical where... Oh god, I thought I was the other one.
No, you're blue. You're always blue. Your costume doesn't change. Whoop! She shot at you. You gotta dodge that.
Oh.
You're back there, yeah. So one thing that they've talked about a lot with this game, the developers, or not a lot, I saw this mentioned, I read, a lot of interviews or focus that I read were more on the development process, kind of how they develop all these different ideas. One of the big things that they talked about, though, was kind of they wanted to bring a sense of, you got some prompts coming up here. There you go. So you see what I mean? You can get just okays and still get through the stage.
Yeah.
But oftentimes in order to get a high rank on something, you have got to get most of the prompts perfect to get enough of a score to get through the level of the gold rank.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. I'm just talking. I'm just kind of sharing.
I don't like it when they switch things. I can't see things anymore. Okay, so they just left me in the dust. Oh no! I'm flying.
They can't get away from you. You are the hero.
I have the butterfly. Oh, I have to go down too?
And this when you're flying, there's up and down.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, so you see, even when you're almost about to miss it, they slow it down to give you a chance. So it's hard to fail the QTs. And then right here you gotta mash.
Ooh, big punch. KO. Break their heart. I broke their heart.
Yeah.
That seems rude.
Nah, it's fine. You're getting revenge.
Are these girls who broke my heart?
I have no idea. Aidan, I haven't beaten the game, and again, I'm not sure how much of this is meant to be direct, like allegory to the experiences of our character, and how much of it is just meant to be abstract.
That was a big wall. Okay. Okay. Ooh, we just went through a train.
Yeah, you're good. Watch out. Got another shot coming. There you go. Easy peasy.
Okay.
Ooh, you barely dodged that one. Good job. Sometimes the game will give you points for going close to dangerous stuff. You get little risky bonuses.
Oh god, what's going on? You're fine.
You're fine. Usually when you can't... If you completely can't see your character, the camera's acting like that, you're not controlling her, so you're fine. You don't have to worry for a second.
Okay. It just makes me nervous. Oh no, that's a train.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, you gotta go somewhere.
Do I have like unlimited oops, I ran into stuff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Now you lose points whenever you run into stuff, so if you want to get gold ranks on stages, you pretty much have to do them perfectly.
Oh no.
But in order to beat them, you can die as many times as you want.
Okay. Okay.
But one of the discussions is about kind of bringing very specific arcade spectacle to a game. Because this game is pretty short, and a lot of it, as you can see, I mean, like, you know, your standard gameplay here. Cameras jumping around all over the place to emphasize certain things.
Yeah.
The art style is really crazy. They were trying to go in both in the points and in kind of the, like, art, the design. They were going for kind of the classic arcade spectacle type stuff in addition to, you know, your more conventional high score type structure.
Oh, I went right into it.
You can only go up and down here. So this is a point where...
Oh no, I went right into it again!
Why did you do that?
I don't know, because I was nervous.
Don't be nervous, it's fine. Relax, listen to the music.
No. Okay, so she's not gonna, like, really move once.
She's ready for that shot, no.
Yeah.
This is one of the longer stages in the game, at least that I've played so far. This is a longer piece of music and a longer stage.
It's okay. It's okay.
I like the stage quite a bit. This one gave me a lot of trouble getting a gold rank.
Okay, so did we have? So we're fighting the three of them. We fought the first two, and then
and
this
is
is
the
third.
last one.
Oh.
You gotta kill her too now.
Well, that's violent.
Well, sometimes these things have to happen.
She's gonna do the same thing and shoot at me. Don't shoot at. Oh no, there's two.
She changes the pattern here. See, so you see how the heart's showing you where to go, and then in the center, then in the middle again, then two on the sides.
Center. Okay, thank you for saying, hey, look at the hearts.
They are
We're
almost,
such a good dancer.
They are almost always going to be prompting you of kind of where you need to go to avoid shots.
Okay. I won't.
You're good.
I did it.
You gotta move over to the right a little bit more. You gotta land on the ground. You can move in the air.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's fine. Okay. Yee. 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 Okay.
This stage so far, other than the one that I literally haven't gotten a gold rank on, this one gave me the most trouble. I had a very hard
Why
time.
won't it go down? Okay.
You can push down on the stick to
I
go
was
down.
trying. It's flipped. It went when I do the up. It goes. It's backwards from what I expect it to be. No rank.
No rank. You
You
died
did
a bunch.
bad.
You died a bunch, and you didn't do so good. But that's okay.
We are not going for perfection here.
Heartbreak too.
So yeah, you took out the first gang in
now we
Hate
have-
Hell Valley, the dancing devils. So you can so you got to go back to the
I really like that.
what?
That's
The picture or the song?
The aesthetic
Mm-hmm.
of that picture.
The line art,
Yes. That's good stuff.
the wireframe. Obviously, a lot of the stuff
I
that's
like that
actually
one,
in the
too.
stage is also kind of wireframey, just more
Yeah.
fully realized. And then these really embrace the wireframe look.
Yeah. That looks like something a friend that is her aesthetic. She would get that as a tattoo, like the heart and the wolves
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
Moon Passage. That's how we got the wolves. Well, so technically it's a wolf and a dog, but they're drawn here
The moon.
very similarly. I believe moon represents some kind of animal instinct, animal nature. The base behavior of humans are more animalistic
Would have
tendencies.
said serenity, but that's cool.
Perhaps I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I could be both.
Oh, okay, maybe. You
Lots
know,
of
a lot
things-
a lot of those cards are ridiculous because they got like 17 different.
Exactly.
meanings.
That's what I was getting at. Is that it very much could be both. Oh, good lord.
Now you got up and down again.
Okay.
Now you see how there's a very consistent pattern here of it's kind of flowing you across the screen.
Yeah.
This is a rhythm that you gotta kind of get used to in the game where there's a lot of that type of stuff where it's asking you to go left to right, up to down, and it's got a very consistent kind of flow to it. The first time you play a stage, obviously you're experiencing it for the first time, but the whole thing is kind of asking you to get to this state of just kind of even carefully weaving left and right and in and out of all these different columns. But yeah, the whole
Ooh. That is my aesthetic.
yeah. Why was that?
I don't know. I just think that like the symmetry of like antlers and things is really neat.
Yeah, it's neato. It's neat enough, I suppose.
Because we don't have things growing out of our heads. Because I think like horns are really cool too. I'm watching. Well, I actually just finished the first season of Carnival Row on Amazon.
Right, the thing with Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, which is a big part of why I watched it. Because little Aidan, like actual small when I was a child, Aidan had a huge crush on him from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Whoa Whoa Woods is the name of this area. That sounds very much like a Mario location.
We are pretty. Oh, we are following pretty.
You gotta chase him. Chase him down.
Okay. I have hearts. Heart tree.
Now, sometimes there's multiple paths and you're not gonna be able to get everything. Oftentimes one is more rewarding than the other, or they're just offering you multiple ways through something. It's not always, you shouldn't always stress about getting every single one. And like I said, the game is
You're gonna
designed.
pass whether you
Yeah, the game is
have all the
designed. The
hearts
game
or
is
not.
designed
That's
to be
also a tree.
played each stage multiple times. So yeah, you lose a lot of points when you die. You're almost back down to nothing there, as you can see. And then to get that silver thing there, you would have had to weave very narrowly through those two trees.
Oh, now I get to ride! Yes! Oh, I am excited. I'm trying. I was too early for it to even recognize that I was
don't
early.
mash. Wait until it's there. Now.
I have too many things to focus on.
The as you play it more, I've discovered that you get very attuned to the sound effect of the prompt closing, and so you start being able to do it without even looking at it. Is what I've found at least.
So are we not the fool anymore?
No, you still were. I was like, you came back. I don't know. It looked like it was the Emperor and the Fool combining, but I really couldn't say because I haven't given enough thought to how all this stuff is supposed to go together yet, and I haven't finished it. So
Ooh.
I don't. Again, I don't know how much of this is going to be just a bunch of wild abstract imagery, and how much of it is like intentional narrative content.
What was that? The Howling?
The Howling Moons.
Howling Moons.
So we're onto the Moon Arcana. So they're all kind of wolf/dog designs now.
I dig this. Why was I talking? Oh, okay. So anyway.
Your crush on Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, I got distracted. I was like, why was I talking about my crush on Orlando Bloom? there are different types of like fae, like magical creatures.
Yeah.
and
I'm familiar with kind of the pitch of the whole thing. Oh no!
One
Woof. They threw some moon dust at you. I don't like this at all.
Oh, this is not good drugs. This is a bad trip.
I think
Jesus, this is a bad trip.
Drugs are bad overall. Don't do drugs, kids.
No, don't do drugs. But
Don't do drugs, anybody, adult, kid, whatever.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you're an adult, you can like consent more and like be aware of what you're
Watch
like,
out there.
doing. Okay.
This is like that Mushroom Gorge stage in Mario Kart Wii.
Oh, good God. Okay.
You did it. You're
Lord.
fine.
I can't believe I
And now
did
there's
that.
now there's mushrooms.
Am I supposed to be getting
Yeah,
them?
you're supposed to be getting those
I
mushrooms.
definitely was trying to avoid them.
No, you're good. You're good. In fact, since that stage is short, we should probably go back in and grab one of those mushrooms.
Just so you can
But
see what it does. Oh!
robot dogs.
Okay. But anyway, one of the creatures has like, they're called pucks, and they have like the ram horns, and I just think that's so cool.
I hate the idea of putting an actor through that type of stuff, though. I mean, I think about all the poor people on Star Trek who had to wear the full face prostheses for every single episode they ever shot and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
I always hesitate to ask an actor to go through that kind of stuff. Well, I mean, I hesitate because I've never had to ask an actor to go through that. You know what I mean? I think I would hesitate if I was in that position.
But I just think it's so neat looking, like as an aesthetic. And like centaurs and stuff are really cool to me also. I don't like the Geico commercials with like the motor. I think that's
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't think I've seen that.
Oh shoot.
Uh-oh.
Man, it's like how did I do that the first time? I guess you just don't go to that side.
You can if you want, but it's just a bit harder to make it back.
Well, I'm just not gonna.
That mushroom comes up and it has one of the little silver things on it, but it doesn't preview itself for you.
I overshot.
If you go after this next one right here, go left. You have to get to that one first, and then if you go right, you can get the little bonus. Not that it matters. Now you've lost so many points, it's not going to get you a better rank or anything, but
I'm not. Yeah.
not going to risk it.
Nope.
Well, you got to at least get to the next one, Aiden.
Is it saying I did so bad? I'm done.
Your wish come true. Would you like to skip this bit?
We've already played
No.
it. We've already played it.
Should I say
no,
never?
thank you. No, don't say never. It's fine. In case we do get stuck somewhere, we have to skip. We might as well. No, I didn't know. I'd never even seen that screen. I didn't know there was literally never ask me this again. That's pretty extreme.
Yikes.
Aiden, stop swerving to the left and right. Stay in the middle.
Nope. You told me to stay in the middle.
Well, yeah, because before there was things in the middle.
Nope. How did I do this the first time with no issue? And oh, this is why I don't play games, Jacob.
What do you mean you play games? There, see, you did it.
Oh, but like when I have to. Oh God.
Hit the mushrooms.
Why can't I hit one?
You never even went anywhere. You were tripping very bad. You imagine that whole chase, and they were just watching you. Imagine would have been really awkward. They just stood there and watched until you were done tripping. That was probably a very strange experience for the wolf men and women. I think they're all. I think maybe one of them's a dude. I can't tell.
I think
haven't
they're all
examined their
chicks.
models. They might all be chicks.
I think they are always all chicks.
I think they probably are, but I couldn't quite tell. We can investigate more thoroughly on the next episode. I think though.
Okay.